Good morning. It's Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV, waiting for the sun to rise, listening to the birds. Did that bird just stop? Did that bird just get shy? They don't want the world to hear them? Well, I'm taking them to the world right here from my backyard, looking out at the mountains. See the colors. You can see the green, you can see the blue, you can see the white. You can see the yellow of the sun, and that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the sun to rise and brighten this place. We're waiting for the sun to start showing in all its glory. Sunrise with Delamint and Tropical Nomad TV. So, what I deal with today? Big up, big up, big up. You don't know. Once you check in, consider liking the video, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe. So if you like what you're hearing and what you're seeing, do subscribe to the channel. Listen to the birds in the background. It's Yep, listen to the birds. And that's my computer. Did you hear that sound? Yep. By the way, I'm a digital nomad. I do work on the internet. So yeah, I use my computer to work, and I work from home. Matter of fact, I can work from anywhere in the world. So this is what it is. Look at the greenery. It's definitely wild. Anyway, in the meantime, consider subscribing. And while the camera is positioned right here, you will see birds flying by. Lots of wild birds. Just keep watching. Just keep your eyes glued to the screen, and you'll definitely see some birds flying by. Different colors, different sizes, and so on. In the meantime, just listen. You should be able to hear them. Listen to the different sounds in my background. Definitely birds. I don't know what type of birds they are, but I could hear different sounds. There's this, should I say famous? Or is it based on folklore? But there is a bird in Jamaica they call John Chewy. And it is said that the tune of that bird, the bird is trying to say, Sweet John Chewy, Sweet John Chewy. So the name of the bird is John Chewy, and they're saying that the tune or the sound the bird makes, he's saying that he's sweet. So the bird is saying, Sweet John Chewy. What a conceited bird. Damn, that bird is just full of himself. Sweet John Chewy. Anyway, in the meantime, if you're checked in, consider subscribing. Irene, big up, big up, big up. Thanks for checking in on the live. This is Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV. Wagwan, big up yourself. Right now it is 5:45 a.m. in Jamaica. What time is it in your place? I'm just here sitting waiting for the sun to rise from over those hills. And beyond those hills is the beautiful parish of Portland. So, you don't know, thanks for checking in. Thanks for dropping a message in my chat. So, what's up with you today? All right. Good morning to everyone. I can see a number of persons here on the live. This is Delamint with Tropical Nomad TV, and I'm just waiting for the sun to rise from over those hills. While I'm here, I'm listening to the wonderful sounds of the birds. Can you hear them? Just listen. Number of different sounds, and all these are birds. There's birds chirping, singing their tune. Just listen. Just listen and check out those sounds. By the way, Irene, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. And by the way, there is a there's a famous YouTuber in Jamaica. I think she's from the Ukraine. Her name is Irene. I wonder if it's this, if that's the Irene. Hmm. That would be wonderful for that Irene to be checked in on my video. Anyway, if that's the Irene, I can tell you that you're a great inspiration. I've gotten so much information from you and so much motivation for me to get up and start doing this. Anyway, while I wait for the sun to rise, no, it's not going to happen immediately. So I'm just going to chill and wait on the sun to rise over that hill or rise over that mountain you can see right there and check it out. There are more mountains over there. Just check it out. Just in my backyard. And I'm bringing you what I can see every day just from the comfort of my home. Sonia Adventure. Big up, big up, big up. By the way, Sonia, you're the one who always takes us down to the river. All right. I can see someone checked in right here with a different language. Just one moment. Let me get that. See exactly what you're saying. Sonia, welcome. Welcome to my life. Thank you for dropping a message. Definitely appreciate it. I can see that message in a different language. One moment while I get things sorted so I can see exactly what you're saying to me. In the meantime, I definitely welcome you. Sonia, what's up? Yeah, man, it's definitely the view from my house. So for some weird reason, my laptop decided that it wants to act up. It's the first time I'm actually taking it outside with me. I found a nice spot to put it in. For some reason, that it's not right clicking. So I was there trying to do a bit of troubleshooting. I don't know why it decided to fail me in the middle of this, but it's not right clicking, so I could get to select stuff. One moment. Let me show it. See, I have it right here. Well, for some reason, it's acting up. Anyway, I don't want to put it in the view of the camera because where the camera is, can be seen from out on the road, and I kind of, you know, don't want my stuff to be visible. It's Jamaica. Yep. So, kind of trying to do a bit of troubleshooting over here while I try to entertain the chat. In the meantime, you can look at the wonderful birds flying by, and you will also hear those sounds. And such a pity that I can't get to translate what that person said, because that's the purpose of me having my laptop outside here. But just let me try to troubleshoot while I look out at the wonderful scenery, listen to the birds and all that. In the meantime, just keep dropping your message and tell me where you're watching from. And Sonia, I know that you're like six it's 6:53 a.m. for you. And by the way, what's your typical morning routine? What's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning? Do you like check your phone, check your email? Do you go get something to eat? What do you do? Do you go wash your face? Do you go drink some tea? Do you make a phone call? What's the first thing you typically do when you get up in the morning? Anyone else here on the chat? You can drop a message and let me know. I don't know why this thing is not right clicking. So let me try to troubleshoot while I try to entertain the chat. In the meantime, just keep watching. Look at the look at the scenery, and I could show you from another angle too. Check it out. And if I could put the phone in landscape mode, you could get a wider angle. But seeing that it's in vertical, for YouTube purposes, for me to show up in the vertical feed, I keep it like this. But if it was in landscape, or when things change with my with where I'm at on YouTube, I'll start putting it in landscape mode so you can see much more. But in the meantime, look at the wonderful mountain over there. Anyway, thank you very much for checking in, and do drop a message and tell me where you're watching from. And by the way, I am streaming to you live from Jamaica. Listen to the birds. So yep, peeps, I'm over here trying to do a bit of troubleshooting. The right click on that's the right mouse button. It's not working. For some reason it seems to be stuck. I don't want to really use an external mouse, at least in some situations that's a bit difficult. So let me try to figure it out while wow, seems like the entire mouse is not working. Or at least the touchpad, to be exactly correct. Seem to be stuck. Right. In the meantime, just keep dropping your message. Tell me where you're watching from. I'll be here for a while, waiting for the sun to rise. Wow, I can't even right click on this. Right. I think I need a mouse to fix the mouse. Guess I brought this out here, but it's not gonna do the job that I really wanted it to do. Right. No loose screw right here. Right, just no loose screw. Wow, it started clicking again. Wow, it's clicking again. All right, it's definitely clicking again. It seems like my troubleshooting worked. So I'm gonna be with you. Let me pull everything up, pull up all the windows that I need. In the meantime, wow, I see that Sonia is sending a message over there. Sonia, big up yourself, Just there, I do some troubleshooting on my laptop. And I guess by now my subscribers should know that I'm a person who is into technology. I work from home. A matter of fact, I work from anywhere. Once I have an internet connection, I'm good. And by the way, I am actually at work now while I'm doing this. Just had to do a quick restart, get some troubleshooting done, and whatever I did, it worked. I'm not even sure because I didn't do much, but seems to be up again. But in the meantime, I definitely need to get this checked out. I see that Sonia Adventure dropped me a message. Not sure what it is because it's quite a little distance. Yeah, man, big up, Sonia Adventure. Good morning to you over there in Georgia. Yeah, man, just keep looking at my mountains here in Jamaica. And by the way, beyond those mountains is the beautiful parish of Portland. And you know, many YouTubers in Jamaica are from Portland, even some very successful ones, you know, some of the ones that who I look up to. Yeah, man. Anyway, in the meantime, just big up yourself and thanks for coming to my live. Thanks for dropping messages. Getting my stuff pulled up over here while and you can listen to the birds in the meantime. Yeah, man. Just keep listening to the birds and let me see. Actually, there's something I should have dropped in my comments section. I should have dropped my affiliate links. Yeah, typically I drop the affiliate link for my mic. If you like the sound of my mic, I also drop the affiliate link for my phone. That's the phone I'm using to capture the views. This, you know, what you're seeing, and I also normally drop the affiliate link for my selfie stick. Yes, I'm an Amazon affiliate, so you know if you get any of those items, I'll definitely benefit from it. So do consider doing that. I'm gonna, well, in my previous, like in my last maybe 3 lives or so, the links are there, but for some reason I didn't remember to drop the links. But I'm gonna do it right now, like within a few minutes. Those links are gonna be up anyway. In the meantime, not here to talk about products. I am here to wait for the sun to rise, looking at the beautiful sky. Yeah, man, you can see the blue, the green, the light blue, the white, and the yellow or the gold that's rising over the hills. In the meantime, just listen to those birds. All right. I have a million windows over here to pull up. So while I get these windows pulled up, just give me a few minutes and I'm gonna be with you to see exactly what's going on in my chat. And if you're checked in, you know, just drop a quick message. You can see that Sonia is tuning in from Georgia and I'm streaming live from Jamaica. Once you're checked in on the chat, just, you know, just drop a quick message and tell me where you're watching me from. Let me see, just pulling up this. Yeah, I can say this. This is, yeah, not saying my client's business anyway. Just pulling up a Jira window right here. Dropping a Google Translator window. And here I'm pulling up, let me see, pulling up Stripe. Get Stripe pulled up. Like I said, viewers and subscribers, I'm a freelancer. I work from home. As a matter of fact, I work from anywhere. And I do have clients from different parts of the world. Right now, I'm working on this project I'm doing right now. It's software as a service, you know, SaaS. Yep, so it is. So let me see. Let me grab another window. Stripe. I need. Okay, I can say biometrics. It's not that's public. And let me also grab a Mixpanel window, and then yeah, this one is the client's business. I can't tell you what that is. And then I drop another page. This is also the client's business, so I can't tell you that. Yeah, I had to do a quick restart, so you know things. Yeah, I had to do a quick restart over there. meantime, let me get this up so I can see what's going on. And it's almost time for me to be with you again to watch the nicest sunrise. Well, in my opinion, that is. Of course, it is just my opinion, so I don't know. All right. Just waiting to get things up. View your channel. All right. Getting this up over here. Yes, Sonia. Sorry for it. This is Saint Andrew. This is the hills of Saint Andrew. Yeah, man. This is the hills of Saint Andrew. Sonia, are you still around? As I said, I was doing a DJ. Yes, Sonia. Yes, Sonia. Big up yourself. All right. You see, I have things up over here. All right. So for the person who sent a message that was not in English, I'm about to translate it. Oh, you said hello. So you wrote in Arabic. All right. So I'm going to quickly get this Arabic message translated. All right. So while you listen to those birds, let me add what I need to add to my video, or to my live, I should say. I guess a bit of in-house things I'm taking care of, and I'm gonna be on with you shortly just to see what you all are saying in the chat. While a natural sunrise. All right, so my affiliate links are there. All right, that's good. So I got my. Did someone just call my cell phone? I don't know, but can't do restart that right now. Anyway, in the meantime, you don't know. Big up yourself, you know. Big up yourself. So anyone here, just drop a quick message and tell me where you're watching from. This is Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV. By the way, today I feel like going to a river. Yes, I feel like going out to a random river. Anywhere, anytime. Big up yourself. Where I go on. Where I go on, anywhere, anytime. Sorry I didn't see your message. I was just doing a bit of troubleshooting. Yeah, man, I was just doing a bit of troubleshooting over there, trying to get things to work. For some reason, my laptop decided that it was gonna act up here. I brought it out here. Good morning, Cheyenne. I can see that Cheyenne dropped a message in the chat. What's up? What's up? Yes, this is wild and natural. Just keep watching you and keep listening. You'll you'll hear the birds. Hear that? Did you hear that? Can you hear the bird? Yep. Anyway, yeah, I heard that sweet tune from the bird in the background. If you keep watching, you'll see them flying by from time to time. Sometimes the birds are shy though, but if definitely you can listen. Earlier we had Irene, we had Sonia, uh, we had Anywhere, Anytime, and well, this is me, Tropical Nomad, that's responding to the person who typed in Arabic a bit earlier. Actually, they just said hello, so yeah, I responded, asking them what they're doing. Yeah, just well, there are no rivers that close by, so not a good idea for me to walk to the river. Well, maybe if I, felt a bit more energetic or what. Well, I wonder if the sun will be able to give me some energy. If the sun gives me lots of energy, who to tell? I might just take a walk. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, birds for dinner. All right, cool. That sounds good. That sounds very wild. And if you look at my thumbnail, it says as wild and natural. Yes, that is indeed very wild and natural. So I guess the day will become wild and natural. I thought that was just for this life, but I guess it's gonna happen for the entire day. What type of bird is your favorite type of bird to eat? And how do you normally prepare your bird when you want to eat it? Do you fry it? Do you steam? Do you stew? Do you bake? Or do you just eat it raw? How do you eat your bird? Have you ever had bird for breakfast? You mentioned dinner, but what about bird for breakfast? Ever done that? Chicken? No, that's not wild. Chickens are domesticated, like persons have chickens. Nah, nope. I'm talking about wild stuff. You know, the birds that you'll see flying across my screen from time to time. By the way, look at the progress of the sunrise. Check it out. And there's something I heard just now that's not natural. I just heard a motorcycle. Yep, I heard a bike passing by. Well, that's not natural, of course not. But in the meantime, the birds are chirping. And hear that one. By the way, does anyone know what type of bird is that? No, I heard a dog, and that's not, yeah, it's natural, but it's not wild. Yeah, there are no wild dogs around. Anyway, in the meantime, thank you for tuning in on my life for everyone who is watching. If you dropped a message, if you didn't drop a message, whatever you do, thank you very much for coming to my live. And I'm here waiting for the sun to rise. It's wild. Yes, it's wild. You can see all the greenery right here. You'll see wild birds flying by. You can hear the sounds of the birds in the background. We have the different colors. We have green. That's the green you're seeing immediately right here. You can see blue over there. That's a dark blue. You can see the sky having like a slightly yellow color. You can see brown in some areas over there, as on some of the trees. Um, and you see the gold from the sunrise. See what's going on? Yeah, man, you don't know. I can see that someone else is checked in. So, just drop a quick message and tell me where you're watching me from. This is Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV. I wish those birds would actually just come outside here Catch one and cook. Yes, that sounds very. That sounds like it would be quite an adventure. Sounds like something I should explore. I guess I should one of these days. I should get my viewers and subscribers to accompany me to catch some birds and cook. Do you want to be the first one to join that? Wow, there goes a bird. Did you see it? Yep, yep, yep. Do you see that one? Yep, that one looks like it's a bald plate. Do you know bald plate birds? Yeah, man, you know the people them love. Wow, see another. Well, that one is in another direction, but wow, that's a ball plate. That was just a majestic sight. By the way, have you? Yeah, well, you're here speaking of catching and catching and cooking birds. Have you ever done that before? I heard something sounding like a cow in my background. Well, I know that those are not wild, but there goes another animal. Well, there goes a dog, but dogs are not wild, so not entertaining any dog this morning. Wow, there goes a different sound. Different kind of bird right there. Not sure what bird is that one, but that sound is quite sweet. Seems I'm gonna, take up Cheyenne on her adventure to go catch and cook birds. By the way, when do you think I should explore that option? Do you want me to do that today? Or like a certain person would say, I've heard, I mean, I watched this, somewhat viral video where someone was on the phone saying, today, today, today. I'm not even going to speak of the activity that it seems the person was engaging in, but the person was like, today, today, today. Anyway, in the meantime, you don't know. Thanks for coming. Big up yourself. Thanks for dropping your messages inside my chat. Okay. Them can eat. Okay. And how was it? Did you like it last time? It's been a while. See, well, I wonder if persons are eating. I wonder if persons are eating all the hummingbirds. You know, that's something. That's something to look into because suddenly I don't see that many hummingbirds. Well, it is said that lots of them are up by the Blue Mountains. So maybe one day I could go up to the Blue Mountains and take my subscribers with me. Do you want to come? All right, I can see that someone else is checked into the chat. You can just drop a quick message and tell me where you're watching from. I just heard a vehicle passing by. It had music playing, but luckily it's not loud enough to be heard on my live video. So that's fine, but I'm sure you would have heard the sounds of it anyway. Someone else checked in, and while we're here waiting on the sun to rise, make a bit of vibes. So when I deal with, by the way, what's your typical morning routine? Do you get up and check your phone? Do you send an email? Do you make a call? Do you get something to eat? Do you go to your fridge, get some juice? Do you go to the bathroom? Do you go look in the mirror? Like, what's the first thing you do when you get up in the mornings? Someone keeps calling my phone. And I'm on live, so of course I'm not gonna answer that. Right, someone keeps calling me, and I'm about to put my phone on do not disturb. Do not disturb. Cannot take a call right now. I am definitely on live. So I'm on live, and I'm also using the hotspot from my phone because I realized that if I use the Wi-Fi from inside my house, it's gonna the messages are gonna be delayed. My phone and get okay. I see. That sounds quite interesting. What kind of bird is that? By the way, you're listening to. Do you know when you hear the sounds of these birds? Do you know the different types of birds? Like, can you listen to a sound of a bird and tell what it is? See, the sun is getting up in all its glory. Anyway, in the meantime, while we wait on these very shy birds to fly by, yep, the bird seems to be very shy. I don't know what's happening to them, but they are surely not flying past as much as I would like, or as much as they did on Tuesday morning. Yeah, Tuesday, the first morning I did this, and there were so many birds. But right now, they seem to be camera shy. Don't know what's going on. So far, I saw one bald plate fly by, but I don't see anymore. I can hear them. And in the next direction, which I'm not gonna turn the camera because I don't want to be like like potentially showing people on camera in that direction. I just saw something looking like a vulture. You know what Jamaican call jankro. I guess that's not right now. I can't do that right now. That's not possible. Yeah, that's gonna make things a bit exposed, which I don't want to happen. Yeah, I was even a bit reluctant to come outside here. Don't want, too many persons to see me outside here videoing. So no walking. But yep, waiting for the sun to rise. And this morning, it's definitely not disappointing. Matter of fact, if I extend the selfie stick, you'll be able to see a bit more of the sun. You see that? You can see that much better than I can see right now. The selfie stick is it fully extended? Yes, it is. It's like fully extended. It's way up in the air. Tell me if you like what you saw. So I said I couldn't see it from up there, but I imagine the view is nice. I guess I should go back and watch that. Wow. You're you're saying it's some dangerous bushes. What can you see from up there? All right, let me set my selfie stick back to where it was. All right. So, see the sun coming over the hill. I can see the gold shining through the green. Oh, like something is gonna eat me. Yeah, that message came in just a while because they, yeah. Are you afraid? Would you be up for the adventure to go inside those bushes? Well, guess what? It's fair game. You're looking for something to eat, and something is looking for you to eat. Would you be willing to go on such an adventure? Seems like the sun is up. Sun is up in all its glory, shining through this tree right here. You're okay? Just okay? I thought it would be quite an exciting feeling to be out there and, battling with things that wants to eat you. Do you think the birds would eat you? Korean soul, big up, 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 and welcome. Welcome to Tropical Nomad TV. It's wild and natural sunrise talk. Yeah, man, big up, big up. Thanks again for coming. Thanks for returning to my live. It was a great the convo we had yesterday. It was quite wonderful. Yeah, man. So thank you very much for returning. And this morning, the sun is out in all its glory. See, yesterday it was a bit cloudy and overcast, but look at it today. See what's going on? Yep, yep. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, earlier I had like a little technical glitch, and that may be the reason why there are not so many persons here on my live. But like this morning, I found a way to bring my laptop on the outside, and the sun's okay. This person says this is reinforcer. That sunset is so beautiful. I really do need to get to the park and watch the sunrise when the sun popped back out. Won't be this week, but just clouds and rain. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you'll get some sunshine soon. And by the way, Rainforest, where are you watching me from? And I'm streaming live from Jamaica, St. Andrew slash Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm looking over the hills right there. And beyond those hills is the beautiful parish of Portland. Yeah, man. So definitely thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting on my live. And if you like what you're seeing, consider subscribing. I'll definitely be showing you more things like this. I'll go to different places, show you the sunrise. I might be at a beach, I might be at a river, I might be actually, I could even be on top of one of those mountains. Who knows? One of these days I might go there. I might be out in the city somewhere showing you the sunrise. But note, I do other things too. It's not only sunrise kind of stuff. Yeah, Korean Soul. So this morning I encountered a bit of technical difficulties. There were a few persons commented on the live, but then like I realized that I brought my laptop out and it wasn't the right click. That's the right touchpad button wasn't working, so I had to go over there and do a bit of troubleshooting. So I didn't get to really engage as much. So a few of them kind of jumped off the live. Yeah, anyway, I got it fixed. So, things are up and running. Like, yeah, so what I did, I brought it out because I'm like, in case someone comes in and, sends a message in a different language, I want to be able to engage with them. So, I could, quickly pull it up in my Google Translate over there and drop a quick message in the chat from there. So while trying to fix that, it was like, yep, all right. So reinforcer, I live in an area where just surrounded by Blue Ridge and okay, Appalachians. Okay. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, cool. Let me see. I got another message here from. Okay, Cheyenne says Portland. Okay, okay. Cheyenne seems to be a person who loves to eat pork. And this, honestly, I'm studying in the technical field. Technology seem to act up mostly. Yeah, for real, for real, for real. And if you think what I'm saying is not true, I'm gonna show you that I do have it out here with me. Not gonna be in front of the camera for long because certain reasons I don't want to have my stuff displayed like that. All right, quickly take a look, see what's going on. So it's here. Yep, for some weird reason it decided to act up, and that's true reinforcer. Yeah, it decided to act up. I mean, yep. And by the way, reinforcer, I'm a freelancer. I do work on the internet, so pretty much I work from anywhere. Well, they call it work from home, but I call it work from anywhere. So once I have my laptop and I have the internet, I can work. So the digital nomadic lifestyle, and that's ultimately what my channel will be about. I want to, show persons how the digital nomadic lifestyle works, how technology can advance your life and make things, better generally. So that's the idea of it's the idea behind my channel. Now I do post other things. I mean, I'm not gonna, be stuck there, but wherever I go with my channel, I want to always keep that type of essence. Me being a digital nomad, anywhere, anytime. Big up yourself. Thanks for returning. I saw that you were here a bit earlier, but I wasn't able to engage you. I had a bit of technical difficulties. So I was trying to, you know, fix my laptop while when you sent that message on it. Okay, so I see reinforcer said honestly the trick is to just keep on restarting the computer multiple times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is that I had some, like, I was still logged into work, so I had a few stuff up and I didn't want to like restart, because restarting might mean that I would need to close those windows and then to reopen those windows while here on live it would be a bit difficult. So I was like, yeah, hopefully I could, fix it in flight. Yeah, but I wasn't able to do that. I actually had to restart, so I restarted, and well, at least it wasn't a difficult fix. I went over to device manager and checked on the drivers and did a quick refresh, and I realized that things started to work again. So that seemingly fixed the problem. I'm gonna check it out when I'm finished the live, of course, but definitely that was a bit of a scare. Like, yeah, man, that's it. So thank you very much for that piece of advice, but I wasn't able to, explore that option at that point because I had stuff that I didn't wanna close. Yeah, man, definitely anywhere, anytime. So what's up with you? What I go on with you today? And by the way, guys, what's your typical morning routine? Or what's the first thing you do when you get up? Do you go look in the mirror? Do you go to the fridge, go get some juice? Do you drink some water? Do you go to the bathroom? Do you check your phone? Do you make a phone call? Do you check your email? Do you check your social media? Like, what's the first thing you do when you get up in the morning? All right, so we had Cheyenne earlier who said they would check their phone and get their kids ready for school. Yeah, who else? That's yeah, that person said that, and yeah, man, that's what it is. And we had Sonia here earlier. Well, she didn't answer that question. And by the way, I didn't ask her that. Yeah, Sonia was here while I was having those technical, issues, which of course I've since fixed. And let me see who else was here. I had someone who's typed in Arabic. Yeah, they said hello, which I actually responded to in Arabic. Like after I fixed the laptop, I quickly put their message in Google Translator and said I saw that they were saying hello. They didn't respond after that though. We have Irene. I was the first person here on the chat. And let me see, did I miss anyone? There is also, well, here we have Reinforcer, of course, and Korean Soul. Yes, Korean Soul. Big up again. You don't know. Thank you very much for returning. So, what's the weather like in Ohio today, Korean Soul, if you're still here? All right, so we have Reinforcer here. Let me read their latest message. It says, yeah, a component, yeah, component reset. That's what I do. I really don't recommend people do that unless they know what they're doing. And the command prompt, yeah, man, definitely, man. There are so many things you can do in that little black box. Yeah, man. There's a certain thing that even one of my favorites is the check disk. Yeah, man, there are times when things are not working, and I mean, you have no idea what's going on. Yeah, man, just on a quick check disk, CHKDSK space /F. Let the machine restart and let it run its check, and it fixes many things that otherwise would be one crazy issue to take care of. Yeah, man, the check disk option seems to work. Lots of magic. Alright, so we have reinforcer. Yep, let me see. First thing I do when I get up is check my plant. I'm growing avocado plants. Turn out I am overwatering them, so now I'm supposed to water them once a week. All right, okay, cool. Yeah, avocado. I absolutely love avocados, but the thing is, here in Jamaica, you tend to only get them in season, and the season is like from about well, it really comes into season like August down to like December. You might be able to get them in July, but it's rare that you get them in July. And sometimes the season goes or even goes over into January, but it's rare that it goes so far. By December, it's like finishing. But I noticed like when in the US, it's like you get them all year round, which is great. Yeah, man, avocados, they are very nutritious and they also taste very good. Yeah, man, I absolutely love avocados. And by the way, although that's the time when they're in season, like I went to the market last week and I saw this lady out there. She actually had avocados. I'm like, wow, wow, wow. I definitely got myself one. There goes two birds. Did you just nah? Well, maybe you didn't get to see them. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, man. There's this lady had avocados. I definitely got myself one. It was a bit pricey compared to the typical price here in Jamaica, but I definitely had to get one. It was like it was 500 Jamaican dollars, and that was about like $3 and maybe $3 and about 20 cents US for one medium sized avocado. Well, small to medium sized avocado, but I wasn't gonna let that pass me. Yeah, man, avocado is definitely one of my favorite fruits. But I mean, it's been sold for that price right now. But by the time it gets to the season, it's gonna be like much cheaper. You'd get like some big ones for well, in US you may able to be able to get one of those really big ones for like about $1, maybe about $1.25 US. That's the US equivalent. That's the US equivalent of what it would be typically sold for in those times. All right. Let me see the next message from Reinforcer. How to scare the other day's cat decided to eat one of my leaves, even though it really wasn't what needed. I cut off that leaf. Anyways, wow, wow, wow. That's remarkable. I thought that cats were carnivores. I didn't realize that cat. Well, actually, well, I guess the domesticated cats would, would eat other stuff from time to time. But yeah, my bad, I guess. All right, I decided to hobby of grow in, and definitely a plant of patience. But even though I could change, could charge them $3 US, I'm only really going to charge them for maximum $1 US. Okay, cool, cool. Definitely big up. And by the way, Cheyenne, are you still here on the chat? And anywhere, anytime, what's up? You still here? And Korean Soul, what's up? You still here? You still here, guys? Just drop a quick message. Yeah, man. I realized that seeing a bunch of messages from Reinforcer, but not seeing many other messages. Yeah, man. So while I'm here, well, the sun has risen. Yeah, it's risen in all its glory. I might even need to leave where I'm sitting at very soon. I didn't realize that there would be so much sunshine this morning, well, compared to yesterday. Yesterday, I was able to chill outside here for quite a long time, but this morning, the sun is having none of it. Sun decided that, well, I'm coming to take my place. So you're not gonna be out here frolicking and acting like you own this place. Everyone see the other side of the mountain over there. In the meantime, thanks to all for checking in. And wow, let me see what time it is right now. Right now it's 6:40 a.m. And it's 6:40 a.m. here in Jamaica. I know that on the east coast of the U.S. it's 7:40 a.m. If you're on Central Time, it's gonna be the same time as me. It's gonna be 6:40 for you. If you're on Mountain, it's gonna be 5:40 a.m. And if you're on Pacific, it's gonna be 4:40 a.m. Yeah, man, you don't know. But anyway, wherever you're watching from in the world, you don't know. Big up yourself. Thanks for checking in on my live, and do drop a quick message. And if you like what you're hearing, like what you're seeing, or if you wanna, think this channel is one that you like, you don't know, consider subscribing, and so you can easily see me. Well, you're not seeing me right now, but you can consider, so you can easily get to watch my channel again. And on other videos, you'll get to see me, but on these morning lives, I am focusing on showing the sunrise over the mountains. It's not about me, it's about the sun rising over those hills or those mountains. So I give the glory to the sun and not interfere with it. Let me see if I could extend my selfie stick a bit so you can see a bit more. I don't know what you can see from up there, but the selfie stick has been extended. So whatever view you are seeing, enjoy it. I can't see it from here. It's like way up. And by the way, using a selfie stick, like I said, it works very well. It's something that if you want to get a selfie stick, you can consider getting one like mine. And I'm an Amazon affiliate. So of course, if you get it via my link, I'll benefit from it. So in my description, I have the link for my selfie stick, my microphone. So if you like how my mic sounds, you can also consider getting that too. And also the link to my phone. Yeah, I'm using a Google Pixel 7a. So if you like, the how the picture looks, you can consider getting that via my affiliate links that are in the description of this live video. All right, I see another message here from Reinforcer as I pull this selfie stick back down to earth. Yeah. All right, so Reinforcer said, looks like I'm only an hour ahead of you because I'm yeah man, East Coast man, yeah man, that's what it is. But you know, from time to time, there at certain times when the clock changes, we'll have the same time. So when it's like let me see, so in November, well, late October or early November, at some point, the clocks are gonna change, and we'll be on the same time. So our time zone in where our time, it never changes because we don't have daylight saving time. Well, for you guys, when the time changes, it goes ahead by an hour or goes behind by 1 hour. So it goes. So it will be for you. It will be like it's either EDT, which is Eastern Daylight Time, or EST, which is Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, man. Thank you very much for tuning in, Reinforcer, and I would like to see you again. Tuned into my life. So please consider subscribing. And it seems you're into technology too. So maybe I'm having an issue, and I could even ask you about it and so on. Or we could bounce ideas of each other. So definitely, thank you very much for coming to my life. All right, so I'm out here for 1 hour and 2 minutes so far. And this morning I actually came out earlier than I normally do, but the sun is so hot. The sun is so hot out here this morning already, so I think I'm gonna go in a bit early. And I might go on some adventure today. Who knows? I might go to some river or some random place. I might go to a beach. Who knows? Or I might just stay inside my house. But depending on how I feel, you'll see what I'm gonna do, and you'll see it pop up. Well, if you're subscribed, of course, you might. Well, it's more likely that you'll see when I go live if it pops up on your feed on your YouTube homepage. So I just moved away to check on my laptop to see what's going on. It seems like there's nothing else for me to do over here at yeah, it seems there is nothing else for me to do over here at work, so I'm just gonna be checking out shortly. I might as well jump out of work. There, I watch the sunrise. Well, the sunrise fast. Seems like tomorrow I need to get out a bit earlier. Yeah, I need to come out a bit. Alright. Who else is here on the live with me? Yeah, if you're there up on the live, you don't know, drop a quick message and tell me what's up. Alright, now the sun seems to be high in the sky. It's like way up there. Yeah, when we came out here, it wasn't so bright, but as you can see, day has brightened up, and it might just be time for me to make my exit. Well, I'll be doing that soon. I'll make my exit very, very, very soon. And I see that someone else is checked in right here on the live. Wow, go on, big up yourself. Big up yourself, and thanks for checking out my live. Where are you watching me from? I'm streaming live from Jamaica. That's Kingston or St. Andrew, Jamaica. Looking out at the mountains, watching the sunrise. Well, it has already risen, so you know, soon be time for me to go. Soon be that time for me to go back inside. All right, so this morning I only gonna get a little over an hour because for some reason it's like so hot this morning. Yeah, the sun decided that it's gonna, take over. Well, the sun is always dominant, of course. So, you know, whenever it decides that it's wanna take over, it's definitely gonna take over without an issue. So I'm just here, the sun has risen, the day is brightened up, and it's almost time for me to go back inside and go have a normal day. Well, normal, well, depending on what you call normal, because today I might go to a beach. Like, I'm so feeling like going to some river. I really feel like I want to go to a river. Don't know which river it is, but what's kind of, making me feel like I might not go. I have a flat tire that I got like 2 nights ago. And before I go, I have to go get that flat tire taken care of. And like sometimes when you're going, out to the country, you just want to get in your car and go just drive. I don't want to be like stopping to do this, stopping to do that, and getting this sorted. Like, I just want to go. So that's the reason why I might not go. But I really have the feeling like I should go to a river. Let's go to the river and chill. And it will be good, like, if I get to go to the river, just watching the water, just relaxing. My Yeah, it would just be, or just go like if it's one of those small rivers, you can, that kind of stream kind of vibe. I could just go sit on the rocks in one of the in the water and just go live. Yeah, just go live, just relax out there. But let's see how that goes. But I really feel like I wanna go to the river today. I mean, even if I don't go in the water, I just wanna be at the river. What are your thoughts? Do you think I should go to the river today? Drop me a quick message and let me know. By the way, this is Delamint here from Tropical Nomad TV, and I am streaming to you from Jamaica. Yeah, man, here in Jamaica right now it is 6:31 a.m. The sun is getting hot. It's like so hot so early. Like, I really wanted to be out here until like about 7:30 or so, but it's like, wow, I can't believe it's like 6:52 a.m. and it's like so bright, it's so hot. Yeah, see what's going on? Yeah, man. And the birds seem to be very, very shy today. You can hear them, but you're not seeing many of them. Earlier, I saw a bald plate fly by, but not many birds out here today. Anyway, you don't know if you're here and you haven't subscribed. I ask you to consider subscribing to my channel. else checks in on the live, just drop a quick message and tell me where you're watching me from. This is me just showing you the sunrise. Showing you the sunrise here in Jamaica. Let's find a good spot that I could put the find a good spot that I could put the camera. Man, you don't know. This is Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV. So if you're here and you like what you're seeing or you want to see more of this type of thing, you want me to take you to a river, to a beach, go get something to eat, something natural, natural, relaxing, tranquil kind of vibe. Continue watching Tropical Noma TV. And the best way to consider watching is to subscribe. So please consider subscribing to my channel. Listen to that bird. All right, there's a cloud that just came over the sun a moment ago. And that, yeah, it's very nice. Kind of made the place cool down a bit. No, I like this feeling. No, I feel like I don't want to go inside just yet. But let's see how that goes. Because I kind of had it on my in my mind to go inside like now. But, but let's see. Let's see how that goes. So I said I'm considering going to the river. So if you like what you're seeing and you want to see what the river looks like in Jamaica, catch that river vibe. Even if you are in Jamaica and you want to catch that river vibe, just consider subscribing. As I said, I might go to the river, not sure as yet, or I might go somewhere else, but I just feel like going somewhere today. But I have a flat tire, so I need to go get that taken care of before I go wherever I'm going. That is if I'm going. Like I wanted to go get my flat taken care of last night, but to be honest, I fell asleep. When I got up, it was time for me to log into work, so I had no time to go get that taken care of. So here me stuck with a flat tire. Yeah, and I'm not gonna drive to go anywhere far with on a spare tire. That's definitely not a good idea. Listen to the birds. Anyway, folks, this is Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV. I'm gonna be checking out of the live. So you don't know. Thanks for wow, I just saw someone checked in. Who is that? I don't like the idea of ending the live when someone is just checking in. So just drop a quick message and tell me where you're watching me from so I can properly welcome you. And I'll, yeah, okay, that person checked out. In the in the meantime, this is Delamint here with Tropical Nomad TV, and I'm gonna jump off the live. And this is what we came out here to look at: the sun rising across the mountain, and it has risen. It has gotten a bit hot, so I'm gonna go inside. Who knows what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day? Might take you somewhere. In the meantime, if you're here, just consider subscribing to Tropical Nomad TV. And I'm out.